Beautiful people, wherever you are out there in the world. I just want to say hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. I just want you to make sure that every day of your life is exceptional and you're doing your best to be a high performer. Being a high performer is everything, you guys. I believe in that now, just to simply be a high performer. What we're talking about today is why you must believe in God. So I want to start off with I love I love all people. There's not a group of people that I do not love. I love all groups of people because we are all humanity. We are all people. So for me, it's easy to embrace the ideologies or the ideas of pretty much every facet of people that exist. Um, you know, even the ones on the opposite side. Like a lot of times, like people want to always talk about like people in poverty and how they may like somebody that's impoverished and you have to do what you have to do to feed your family. That is something that I can comprehend. I may not agree with other people practices or I may not agree with all facets. In the same breath, I just want you to know that I can understand why you choose. But I want to say, particularly to my atheist community, if you don't believe in a higher power, it don't have to be, see, NA, Narcotics Anonymous, AA, Alcohol Anonymous. Those are programs that are assigned by the government to assist people in recovery from where they are. And one of the, if you ever take these courses, or just read them, because I didn't take Alcohol Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, I just read up on the information. If you read up on the information, the first three steps from one to three, you have to acknowledge that your life is not manageable and that you have to submit to a higher power. Basically saying that the things that you don't have no control over, you have to give that away and you can't hold on to it. So I'm back to saying this because I'm thinking about the atheist community. The atheist community don't believe in a higher power. They believe in, I believe, themselves. If you believe that you are the Almighty, if you believe that you are the top God in this realm, then you suck at being God. Because you still gotta poop. You still get sick. You still be hungry. You still cry. You still can bleed. You can even die. That's a fact, God. Since you don't believe in a higher God, or you believe that every single thing in this realm can be conquered with you. And if so, if it's all about, if we all just gods of this world, then you still a small God. You ain't the greatest of gods. So you should close your mouth talking about how godly you are. Ain't it funny how people always promote themselves in rooms where it ain't everybody else pretty much of the same caliber or less than, in a sense? But you're not God, like you don't have God's capability of answering the unknowns. Like you don't have no control over if you're going to get a flat tire, if somebody freaking runs a red light and run into you. You have no control over these type of things. But you want the credentials of being all knowing, or you want to be called God, or you want to be called the maximize of your life. You want to be the top tier, the top entity within your realm and within your, like your life. And that's far fetched. That's not ideal. That's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I wanted to say was about the atheists. Just like more so like if you think that you God, you're doing a bad God. You're doing a bad job at being God. Like not being godly. I'm not saying that. I said you're doing a bad job at being God. Because God, the God that we serve, the God that I serve in my household, He is able to provide for everyone. Even if you don't believe in the Bible, okay. So, and I say that like I went through pretty much a lot of denominations, and I do believe in the Buddhism. I do believe in the Islamic practices as well. I do believe in Christianity. When I say I do believe, meaning that the information that is provided is universal. It doesn't matter if you think that Jesus walked on water. That's irrelevant. What's relevant is the information that you can get out of there that can be universal to your life. The seeds are given to the sowers. Seeds are only given like when I say given, and I love this because a seed can be right there in the face of somebody that's not a sower. They don't connect the two. I love life, okay? Life is so powerful, you guys. You can have you'll be sitting over here trying to figure out why somebody is a millionaire. And that's because when they walk down the block, okay, let's just use an example. So they walking down the block and it's a seed, it's an apple seed on the block, it's a grape seed on the block, it's a banana seed on the block, and then there's an actual banana or grape tree, a grapevine growing on the other end of the block. We both walking down the block. I know because I took the time out to do my research and my homework. I know that that's a seed from an apple based off how it looks and all this because I did my homework. You can have somebody walking right beside you, having the same 24 hours as you, and they did not see that seed. They did not see the apple seed that was along the street, but we both took the same paths. I'm praying that you guys are keeping up with what I'm talking about. I pray to the kingdom that like I meditate about this that the world will be able to embrace the information that because I can go this is all the time. What I'm hoping that you get is stop walking over seeds. Stop walking over the opportunities. The definition of poor, shout out to David Enimonte because I got it from him. The definition of poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. The seeds are given to sowers. So somebody that is knowledgeable of the fact that if you take this seed and you put it in the ground and then you water it and then you put the sun on it and you come back and check on it, that eventually something will sprout. That person is a sower. That person is the business person. That person is the creator. That person has an understanding. They will never be broke and they aren't stingy. Because in order for you to be somebody that plants seeds every single day, whether that's with kids, whether you having children, whether you started a business, in order for you to plant a seed and see a seed grow, you must be willing to surrender yourself. You can, so basically, I wanted to get to this point. You can't be stingy and rich. And when I think of, and when you think of stingy, we may not see it the same. Stingy doesn't mean that I have to give you my money. I may be a blessing to you in another facet of life. I may be a blessing to you in another format. I may be able to give you the best advice, or I might be able to provide you with the right networking, in order to get what you're looking for. It doesn't always mean give you my money. It doesn't mean that. It means more so that there is a care, a love, and a level of care that I possess as a creator, as a sower. A sower is somebody that creates. And I love talking about this because all this is correlated with godly principles, meaning that like God is of the entities that grow. Everything around you should be at a position of growth, at a position of manifestation and growth every single day. Okay. Now I'm trying to, okay. So we talked about the atheists, you guys. We talked about the seeds that are given to the sowers and why simply the scripture, don't take the scripture for, you can if you like. I don't care. It's just more like, even if you don't take it for literal sense, take it for universal principles. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. I don't care if you believe in God or not. Basically, if you do not believe in what you are doing, then you will not see results. That's simple. So I'm not gonna go to. I can't go to church. This is how people be. I can't go to church because you know I didn't. I ain't like what the pastor said. And well, read the word. Read the Quran. All of the books carry the same principles. Once you start reading them, you're going to realize that they're all saying the same thing. All these books are just simply trying to teach you how to have an open heart and a caring heart. And last point I want to make, because we're 10 minutes in. And if you made it this far, I just want to say thank you. I really do appreciate you as somebody that, you know, I can grow with. Because if you made it this far, that means that you have some level of understanding to what I'm talking about. But the last thing I want to close this out with, on why you must believe in God, is because of your sanity. And your sanity. Sanity. What I'm saying is that you get frustrated, I get frustrated, we get frustrated as human beings. And when some things don't work out, we tend to be abrupt. We tend to respond in a format that could be dangerous. So I just want to say that, like, without the concept of spirituality in my life, as in just the concept of spirituality is surrendering yourself to the unknown variables. The variables in your life that you have control over, you will do something about. But the ones that you do not have control over, you must surrender and let go. If you do not choose to let go, you will create frustration, confusion, depression, anxiety. That's what you will create, because you're now trying to be in control over something that does not, you can't. There's so many variables that you go through every single life and day. Woke up this morning, made a plan to go work out, this, that, and the other. I had to take a baby to the doctor, so I didn't end up working out. Well, I had a plan, but the plan for the day was altered because of unknown variables. It is unknown to you. And when you I would have, it's so many times in life where, like, we've been abused. Unknown variable. If I was to have taken matters into my own hands, I could have killed that man. I could have killed somebody that used to beat on us. Unknown variables. Um, we had a shout out on Instagram and on Twitter. I think it was Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, one of these pages. We had a shout out on them, and it catapulted our business to another stage. Unknown variables. Uh, when you go to that Christmas party, you don't know what your cousin about to tell you. You think you know. You don't know anything about somebody else until they tell you out their mouths. So I would encourage you to never take your life into a position of assumption. Because when you assume, we make, it's asses being made out of each other. Asses out of you and me, okay? So just wanted to really touch with you guys on the believing in God for myself, because it helps protect what you can't control. You got to believe in the kingdom. You have to believe in a higher power, because there's going to be so many things that could have the power to frustrate you if you don't learn how to let them go. If you don't have the willpower to let go, then it will destroy you. Holding on to things that you can't control will destroy you. So I encourage you. This is love. This is peace. This is happiness. Those are my little nuggets, and I'm gonna do a part two. A lot of this stuff that I'm talking about, as you can see, I'm kind of like breezing over it, where I can go way more in depth. But I want you to believe in a higher power. I want you to surrender to the things that you don't have control. And then when you can do that in its most purest format, you will find freedom, because you just got to let it go and keep on going. If you can fix it, fix it. But if you can't, let it go. Don't go murder. A lot of situations in life is because, you see a husband about to serve life in prison because he killed his baby mom, killed his wife because she was cheating on him. That's something you ain't had no control over. You didn't have control over how she felt. You don't have control over how somebody else feel. And you can't get upset to the point that you want to kill somebody because of how they feel or because of what they want to do with their lives. And that's where you stop being an atheist and thinking that you God and thinking that you running the whole show. You ain't running no show. You're just a part of the show. So be a part of the show and be effective, and understand that we all have to correlate together. And you will save so much stress. Trust me, you'll save anxiety. If something is meant for you, then it will come. You don't have to go chase nothing. Whatever in life is meant for you, it will come. Don't, oh Jesus. I'm 31, okay, you guys? I feel like I'm in my prime years, because the information that I have now, the experiences that I've experienced, has allowed for me to trust myself and trust life and trust God. And and trust. I have more trust now than I ever did. And that's because I was able to dissect in regards to what is truly important and what isn't. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end that segment right there, you guys. Why you must believe in God. If you're an atheist, then be the best God. Like, if you think that ain't no higher power than the one on this realm, then be the best God. Because you caught COVID last year or whenever, you caught a sickness just like everybody else, but you want to claim to be the Almighty. The Almighty heals. Okay? So choose your battles. Okay? Choose your battles wisely. And that's why you need God. Because it helps you manage your battles. Helps you manage the things that you will endure in life. So this is love, this is peace, this is happiness. This Denzel Jackson. I'm gonna post this one, why you must believe in God, and I'm probably about to go in and post one more segment today. Um, but I'm here. I'm here with you. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you really enjoy the content, share it. Share it with somebody else. Share my channel with somebody else. And this, I love how this go because this can be 10 years from now. But share my content. Share with the world if you think that I am liked to the world. And I'm very transparent. I'm very real. You see me. I didn't. Okay. I'm real. I'm very transparent. Okay. I'm at my office. I have an office. I have a storefront location. I have a house. Like, we live off the water. My life is good, but I wanted to make sure that I'm always like down to earth and transparent with you. And because that's what I know. Everybody ain't walking around all glorified. Everybody, I don't like to fake anything. So you're going to see a lot of content where it's just me being myself, sharing with you thoughts that I think about all the time and principles that I live by. I believe in God. I believe there's a higher power. No matter what the name of the higher power is, that's irrelevant. But what is important is that you believe so that you can let go of what you don't control. And that's the only way you'll be able to protect your sanity and not live a life of insanity. Because that means that every time something comes up that you don't understand, you're going to flip out. No, it's okay. All right. All right, universe, you won that battle. That's how I think. I, we got to an accident with the kids. The guy got out the car all hysterical. I told him, it's another day in the office. That's what I said to him. I don't have control over life or death. Oh, and I'm going to close it with this. Just to let y'all know, the devil doesn't control death. Negative energy has no control over death. They just know how to like mess. Negative energy just messes with you. But like for all the people that really, death is in God's hands. And when you grow and mature to understand what I'm saying, that death is in God's hands, as in the Almighty still runs death. Everything in the middle is just to throw you off from being purposeful. And if you don't know your purpose, that's fine. All I encourage you to do is to, sit down with yourself and brainstorm ideas and, brainstorm topics and see if that really pleases you. And then take the time out your day and go out into the community and do things. Go to art, go to the festivals, go play basketball, go do the things that may influence you, to find your purpose in life. I know now that this is my purpose right here with you. My purpose in life is to be here with you. I'm willing to dissect. I'm willing to, you know, I'm willing to break things down with you. So once again, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, message me. Give me a topic to talk about. There's pretty much not too many areas that I haven't already been heavily involved in, and I speak thoroughly. I like to hear death. So this is love, this is peace, this is happiness. And I'm gonna close out this segment because I'm gonna make another one today. I'm still up moving around in my businesses. If you don't know, my name is Denzel Jackson, and I run multiple entities. So I'm just giving y'all a taste into my world. But have a good day. All right, I'll see y'all on the next video.